Hey everyone, welcome back again to Planet Crafter with my lovely blue sky that I have now. Um, I'm really excited with all of the progress that I made recently. Um, and I'm excited to hopefully make more progress. My next goal is to get clouds, apparently, which seems like something really cool. Um, but I've had a few thoughts about this game, and some of them are a little bit more concerning than others. Mainly being, if you look around at this area, this seems like one of the lowest spots in the game. And if my goal is to get clouds, presumably that means eventually I will also be getting rain and possibly ice around the area will melt, because there was that cave that said like ice melts at this particular temperature or something like that. And so I wonder if this place where I am right now is going to eventually become an ocean. Because I feel like if this were reflecting reality about terraformation, having ice melting and gaining liquid water and clouds that could rain and stuff would lead to lower areas becoming oceans. And so that makes me wonder if I need to not stay in this area forever, which is kind of something that I was thinking about already, because I feel like some of the stuff in this area I'm gonna start depleting, and it's also only the very basic materials. If I want to try and get some of the fancier materials, those are farther away. Like I saw the, what's it called? The red one, iridium, or whichever one that was, over in that cave that I found. And so with stuff like that, it's like, okay, maybe should I be moving closer to those things? So what I think I might want to do is get the materials to make just a very basic little habitat area, whatever those things are called in this game. And I think I want to go back to that larger ship that's behind me, because there were a lot of things in there that I just could not grab with the amount of time and oxygen that I had, and also the amount of inventory that I had. So my thought is, if I can make a bunch of resources, make sure I have what I need to make one of these iron, titanium, and iron, titanium, silicon. Okay. Because if I can make that, that should allow me a place to go and be able to potentially craft things and put things in there and everything like that. So those are all very important. So I need to try and plan for that. I need to drink water. Okay. I don't think I'll need any of those with me on this trip. Iron and titanium I probably will. Okay. And eventually I need to also arrange all of my stuff in here. This is growing again, which is good because I have one with me that I'm gonna wait until I'm hungrier to actually use. But for now, okay, iron, titanium, iron, silicon. I should have that, and if I absolutely have to, I can probably grab one more on the way, and then iron, silicon is to craft more things. So, okay. The music is very, very energetic right now. I'm gonna run between these to try and make this a little more time efficient. I know if I sprint, it uses up the oxygen faster, but I'm not sure if it affects the speed at which it's used up if I'm going up hills or, like, trying to climb up cliffs or anything like that. Okay. Just gonna grab a couple of basic things to make sure that I have what I need once I have this base. I think I should have everything. I know I'm gonna need plenty of iron. Inventory full. Okay. There's a weird shadow there, and I'm not sure if it's just these rocks or what's causing it, but okay. Is this the chest that is... No, there's still stuff in it. Okay. I remembered there was one that I needed to come back to. But first things first, before I have to resort to using one of my oxygen packs. Seems unstable, but okay. Okay, and I can get in even though it's kind of levitating in a little bit of a concerning way. Okay, and then if I put this here, okay, I need to try and make a, where are they? Storage. 2 more irons. I think I can go grab those. This is nice though because it's kind of a higher elevation and it's also in an area where I haven't depleted all of the resources, so I can get lots of stuff here, including this food, which is gonna be important. I have my crop with me, the squash, but why is it getting ominous? Is this meteors again? Okay. Well then, let me just... I really want to see what's happening out there, but I also don't want to lose all my stuff, so I'm gonna just have this one. Whoa, the meteors are back, I think. Is that what's happening, or is this just a sandstorm? A new message received. Okay. I feel like this is the meteor storm, but it also kind of looks like the meteors are flying up out of the sky rather than coming down to whack me. Okay, I'm just gonna run around here for a second, grab a lot of cobalt, make so many oxygen bottles, and then just go hang out in there for a while. And then I won't have to worry about having to run all the way back to my first habitat, because I can just run back out to here. Because I haven't really explored any of the outside of it, and I don't know if there's like a second part to it or anything like that. And then there was also that cave area over there that was somewhat blocked by ice, but I'm curious how much it still is, because I haven't been there in a little while. Okay. If I jump, do I fall down this faster? I don't know. I don't think it's really changing that much. Okay. And I haven't had to use a single one of my oxygen supplemental canister things yet, so that's really good. Okay. I will put all of these in here because I don't want anything unnecessary in my inventory. I will grab all of the oxygen and the water and the food, and then perfect. Okay. This should give me a lot of time here. And I can remember to put on my flashlight. It looks so different in the blue sky compared to when it was all red and orange. It looks way cleaner than I feel like it should be if it's an abandoned ship that's been in countless dust storms and everything. Okay. I still wish I could deconstruct more things. Okay. By deconstructing, I will know what I've found already. This is so eerie. Like, imagine being in... Whoa. That's awesome. I got heater stuff. Like, imagine being in an area like this, where just everything is dark and you're looking only by flashlight at this abandoned craft, and it's like, what even happened to them? Did they get sent the same way that I did, as like a criminal who's required to go try and terraform things to sort of get redeemed? Or did they, like, what's their story, you know? Did they just crash by chance? It's an interesting question. I think I'm gonna have to go out already and dump some more stuff in the storage, but I'm determined to explore this whole area. I still want to know what that ring is over there far in the distance, because that seems like an interesting thing to investigate. So I might have to go do this same strategy over there where I make a little habitat, run over, try and see what's in there, and then... I think my volume is louder than it has been recently, so it's fun to hear all of the really energetic music. Okay. It's getting dark. Also, I'm pretty sure I explored this area and there was nothing to deconstruct. But this seems like... I wish I could do something with it. I don't know why everything started shaking. I don't know if that was just me getting stuck on it or what. Okay. I'm gonna try and look at this lower part, because I haven't really looked at it at all yet, and I'm curious. This would be so intimidating, having to walk under this. I feel like I'd constantly be wondering what would happen if the sand shifts and that thing rolls on top of me. Oh, this is weird. It's like going inside the engine or something. This may be just nothing, but... I think that might be nothing. But I still want to see more of the scale of this thing, because it seems really cool. So huge. Okay. Yep. Got it. Music's getting dramatic. It's always been dramatic, but dramatic in a different way. Is this where I've been before? Yeah, this is just the normal entrance, I think. Is it, though? This seems taller. It might be. I might not have been paying attention. This seems familiar. Yeah, this is just where I went in before. And this is the area that I already went in. What about anything over here? Okay. I wish they wouldn't offer it to me as an option unless I have the thing I need, but I guess that's so that they can show you that that's something that you should be working toward, probably. So they're like, if you come back... Whoa, wait a minute. How did I not see all of these? Okay. Let's just... There's so much I haven't seen here. This is definitely a good call to make a place close enough that I can just go dump resources, come back out, be able to get more water and oxygen and everything. The music's getting dramatic again. Also, that thing over there looks potentially like the start of clouds. I don't know. That may just be some sort of landform. It looks kind of weird, but I also don't remember seeing it there before, which makes me think maybe that wasn't there the whole time. What do I need to make another locker? If I ever move this stuff back to my other base, this is gonna be just an absolute mess of moving things. Unless I get a... Why is it getting so dramatic? Unless I get a larger backpack. I don't know if this music is something that I should be worried about, or if it's just being dramatic for no reason. Because I know... I'm gonna look at the cave. Because I know with Subnautica, when it gets really dramatic, sometimes that's a sign that maybe you're somewhere you don't really want to be. Okay. So it still hasn't melted yet. I want to see what's in there, though. Can't really see anything. It seems a little bit more melted than it was before, though. But those look like clouds, sort of. Okay. I should go back and actually double check my terraformation progress at some point, because that screen is back at my other place. But I want to finish this. The very much stuff that is this. Okay. This music is getting ominous again. Okay. Nope. What? Can I go in there? That seems like a door. Nope. Okay. I should actually remember to eat my oxygen bottle. Which, yes, I did say eat my oxygen bottle. Okay. I already have some space suits that I don't really have much to do with anyway. Like the ominousness of the music. Seems concerning. Also, I think this is stuff I dropped when my inventory was full the last time. Whoa. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw some of these back in here so that I can come back for them. These are huge. Okay. These seem like... Whoa. Okay, hang on. I need to leave and come back. Because my inventory... I have a lot of stuff I want to get. It got really quiet in there for a while, which was a little concerning, but seems fine. I know oxygen level's low. Okay. It's not critical. It's fine. Okay. There's so much that I need to get in that ship. That ship is huge. It definitely reminds me of exploring the Aurora in Subnautica. Which I feel like I've been comparing this to a lot. But there are a lot of similarities. I think the goal is different, though. And I think the cause of being here is also really different in this one, because in Subnautica it seems like you were part of an actual crew going to do a job of, like, making the gate, or whatever it was called, the phase gate or something. And in this, you're a criminal, and this is, like, your sentence is to make an entire planet habitable. So, I think that that's an interesting difference. It kind of makes her goal seem different, because I feel like in this it's like you may be kind of... These glow so much. You may be kind of helpless and stuff, but this is also what I signed up for, versus like Subnautica. Just, we weren't expecting the craft to be shot down, you know? Am I stuck on something? No. No, wrong one. That one. This is something. Wait a minute. Okay. Cargo ship Cirella 4, or IV. Machinery log number 436. This morning, on our 17th day of space travel to Stigmar, the ship inexplicably exited hyperspace velocity. The navigation tools went crazy and the ship lost power, as if it had been drained by some exterior thing. Ooh! We are going to try to make an emergency landing on this unreported planet. I'm not sure what we'll find. There seems to be a huge storm on the surface of this planet. I hope we make it. I don't think they did. What the heck? I think that was just me moving my flashlight, but that was really weird. Ooh, okay. But... is there a meteor storm again? But that is really interesting, because that's a little bit similar, not to keep comparing them, but that is kind of similar to what happened in Subnautica with the, what were they called? The the Degasi, or Degasi, I don't know which is correct, but the thing where they, can I deconstruct this? I can open the fusion reactor. Ooh. I also should go see what's happening, because this seems more intense than other times, and I don't know if... why. But, like, the Degasi, I think, are, like, the first people that kind of talk about being hit with the energy pulse. This looks fine outside. I don't know what's going on in there. Is that happening from the ship? Also, we're starting to get clouds. What is happening to this ship? Well, that's more concerning if that's coming from the ship and not a meteor storm out here. Because that seems like I'm getting close to something that's potentially gonna explode or something. But anyway, like with the Degasi, it's really interesting because they talk about their ship being shot down, and then that's kind of like one of the first indications that you have. Also, sorry for anyone who has not played Subnautica or is planning to play Subnautica, because I'm giving a lot of spoilers talking about plot stuff here. But in Subnautica, it's really interesting because their logs are kind of one of the first times you see information about all these other things that are happening to you happened sort of to someone else. Not exactly in the same way, but in a very similar way. And so that makes it so interesting to play that game, because then it's like, whoa, wait a minute, like, this has been a pattern. It isn't just like my ship randomly crashed. And so stuff like that, it just makes it so cool. And I love it. This is kind of starting to get into that part, and that's part of the thing that I really liked about Subnautica. Subnautica, I would say, is probably one of the first survival games, actually the first survival game of that kind that I ever played. And that part of it was really, really interesting to see, like, okay, so this is a bigger story than just me trying to survive. There were other people. And major spoiler for Subnautica Below Zero, but getting to actually meet one of the people in that one that you read about in the first game is just so cool. I want to go through these, but I don't think I can. Is it gonna start shaking suspiciously again in here? I hope not. Yeah, I'm almost positive that they did not make it, so... Okay, this seems like it should be something. I need... I think, one of the, like, bars or something to put in there. But I don't have any, but this feels like there should be more to this. Like, again, I'm comparing them way too much, but in Subnautica, usually if you have something that you need, it's able to be found, in the nearby areas. which makes me feel like there should be a way to find it somewhere in here, but I feel like I've also searched through almost everything here. Am I missing something? Probably. Or maybe it's something that I can't deconstruct yet, so I'll have to come back once I get the better tool, which I don't even know what I need for the better tool. I should go see. Ugh, I love this game though. It's also so fun to see my little area down there and this and that thing over in the distance that I still have so many questions about. And just so many areas I have not really explored yet. So it's like, I want to just know what everything is and see about everything. Is this going to be another meteor storm? Probably. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. I still want to see if you can actually be hit by meteors. So I'm gonna quickly empty that and try to get hit by a meteor and see if it will actually kill me. I feel like they're not close enough to me. Can they even hit you is the other question. I feel like they move too fast for me to try and get hit by. They're dropping? Whoa! Wait a minute, that's so cool. They are dropping the material. That's where new material comes from. I feel like I should have figured that out, but... Can I be hit by this one? Close. Was I hit by that? I don't know. But that's so cool that they are the thing that gives you material. Also, I got a new blueprint. I'm gonna go back to this base because number one, I'm closer to it now, I think, and I'm running out of resources that I need to survive. But also, I want to try and make sure that I can check on my progress for the stuff, because I'm starting to get clouds here, which is really cool. Okay. Those are all going well. 54%, almost 55%. That seems pretty good, even though I feel like I probably have, probably, what was I saying? I think it's interesting that it says 54%, even though it's only, like, there are clouds already. Oh, it's like an air well in why am I forgetting the name of everything? The Wandering Village. I want the grass spreader. That seems awesome. And the biodome. Okay, but it also said that I got a new message. I think this one. I managed to obtain more information. I read that you have a greater chance of success if you build your base at an altitude. I'm not sure why. Oh, that seems like I was right about potentially this area flooding. I should deal with that. And if you manage to heat the planet up enough, some caves should become accessible when the ice melts. And one last thing, you can end of communication message intercepted. I should move this base quickly. To whoever receives this message, I'm a planet crafter sent to the Mygora 3 planet. If you've received this, it means you are near. Maybe you are a planet crafter as well. The weather is atrocious and I'm running out of resources. There is not enough on this barren world to terraform it. I don't know why I chose this. Death would have been more pleasant than this hell. If anyone can send me help, please do. Interesting. Okay, I'm having a great time actually, so my planet must be better. But that does make me wonder if they say you must be near if you're receiving that. I wonder if that means they're on one of those planets that I can see from here. However, it's storming again. Okay. I was already a little concerned about the whole thing with the realizing that low elevation might not be the best place for me to stay long term. Therefore, I'm gonna go out in the storm, go this way, try and grab resources on the way to make another hatch and habitat thingy, and try and head over toward those interesting rings, because this is elevation, and it looks like there's a giant, like, ice shard over there, which is kind of cool. But if I go this way, I want to see what this thing is anyway. It's in a direction I haven't really gone much. I haven't gone over there either, but that just seems kind of like a little plane of resources, not necessarily anything super specific. Okay, I need to go somewhat quickly. What I could probably do is, if I need to, I can build a base down here and then deconstruct it again and keep walking. Because that seems kind of far away. What the heck? I can't tell if that's in the game or not, but there was a noise just now that sounded a little bit like an airplane. These formations are cool, though. Yep. Got it. I don't have any water with me. So odd. I think it's just getting nighttime naturally, but this is so surreal looking over here. I know. Hydration, oxygen, all my stuff. Whoa. Has it ever gotten this dark before? This is where it might be good to have a beacon to find my way back. I kind of know my way back, but... Dang, this is... Aluminum on the ground! Ooh, okay, I definitely want to be over in this area. That's... I've never known where to get that, just by itself. Okay. However, I am running out of things. Can't even see where those rings are now. In the dark. This looks like it's underwater. This looks like Subnautica. Okay. I need to hurriedly make these and run in. Okay. I am not dead. This is so wild, though. Also, what is this just... Okay, I think I'm gonna just continue this way. Try and reach that place. So weird. But this, I think, will be good, having little scattered bases around various areas of higher elevation, because that way I can have little hubs to go to on my way to farther places if I need it. This is so far away. Also, those are so perfectly rectangular. Those don't seem completely natural, but I also feel like they probably are. But they do definitely look interesting. Okay. Whoa. I think that's just sand, but it looks very... very pink. Okay. This thing is huge. Oh my gosh. This looks like some sort of gate. I mean, I knew it was huge when I... That's not it. Okay, hurry. I knew it was huge when I saw it from so far away. Okay. Do I have... Yeah, I do. Perfect. This is wild. I'm gonna go make a bunch of oxygen and then go investigate this thing, because this is so large, and I feel like there's probably something good there. Also, this is interesting, because this seems like this is just sand rather than, like, dried out dirt. Which is kind of cool. And I'm really happy I found a place to find aluminum actually readily available on the ground. This seems like... No, never mind. I thought there was going to be some kind of little cave opening in that area, but no. But that thing is so cool. I hope there's some sort of thing that explains what that is, because it looks like some kind of gate, but I want to know what it actually might be. Also, I'm almost at 300 KTI, and I don't remember... This one's also levitating. I think it was the unit of heat that was when the ice would melt, which makes sense, but that would be... I think it said 500, so... Okay, I'm gonna try and run over here quickly, because I don't have a ton of food or water right now, which maybe I should have planned ahead more, but there's also more stuff falling over there, and I can't tell if that's water again or if that's sand, because it seems like... Ooh, ore extractor. That seems very useful. Okay, let me see. This thing is huge. What the heck? Where do I even start with this? There seems like there's something over there that looks a little bit like a base. So I'm gonna try and go over there. I'm gonna shift, even though I know it makes my oxygen go down faster. Because this is just very far to walk. But this looks like some sort of... Music's getting dramatic again. The way the lights go out like that seems like they were on and then someone turned them off behind me. That looks like I should be able to get in there, but maybe if it's powered down I can't. Okay. I want to be able to use this. Okay. My base is far away. I mean, it's close comparatively, but... This is so wild. Also, the sand is so glittery. Okay, but this makes me think. So I found the place. There are really weird noises happening today, and whoa, what the heck did I just press? Okay, how do I stop that? Okay. I was not expecting them to start dancing. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So, my thing now is I think that warning about not being at low elevation is really important. I've gone and I've seen what this is. I've found that there is, in fact, some aluminum on the ground in these rock formations, which kind of makes me wonder if those whole, like, giant spires are aluminum. But what I think would make sense is I landed in kind of that little basin area, and I know for a fact that aluminum is in this area. I know for a fact that iridium, I'm pretty sure, the red one, is over in the cave past where that dust stuff is happening. There's another thing over here. Wait a minute. Okay. And I know for a fact that there is that cave that is up by the crashed ship that I was looking at earlier that will be melting eventually. And I want to be able to go in there. So, I think that a good next thing for me to do is immediately find some ice, because I'm dehydrating to death. But then I want to go look at what that is really briefly. But I think that's titanium, that's not ice. But if I then go over to this side of the... That's also not ice. This is ice. If I go to this side of the basin that I landed on and put it kind of in between here with the aluminum and the area where there's a lot of titanium, I think that that could be a good sort of balance. And hopefully I can move all of my base up there without too much difficulty, because I want to be able to try and get everything moved, because there's a lot in there and I want to keep that base, and if it's gonna get flooded I don't want it to be lost. I don't know if that's what would happen. I also don't know if I can leave my drills and all those things, or whether those would get damaged and I need to move them. This is interesting. What the heck is it? That's really ominous. Oh my gosh. Why is everything turning red? I hate that. I can't tell if that's just sunset or if that's the game being like, you really don't want to be here. This feels like it would be something, though. Unless that's just wreckage and this is the actual stuff. Why is it so red? We got to blue sky, not red sky. Is this another meteor storm? This area is so... Ugh. There's smashed solar panels. Whoa. Wait, so this is... This is like a person was trying to terraform this before. This is so wild. Okay. What the heck? Okay. This is so cool. Okay, let me just drop that so that I can grab this. Eat that. Titanium, I have a ton of it. Iron, I have a ton of it. Whoa, this is so cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's so much here to explore. I have so many plants. I need to make so many little grower, whatever they're called, and also get... Oh, this is so ominous. I need to get just a huge base going with just all the things. This is gonna probably take me a ton of time, so I might leave that for the next episode, but I want to at least get back to my base and out of this redness. But that makes me want to know what the heck happened to whoever that was sort of starting to terraform things, it looks like, and then something happened to them. Okay, and I think I'm gonna leave this this base for a while, but it's good to know it's here. I should get this compass eventually. I should get it now, actually. I think I have to equip it, which means probably... Yeah, that seems more useful than clothes. Okay. This doesn't seem very much like I have a compass. Oh, no, it's at the top. Okay. So my base back home, I think, is west. Wait a minute. Did I miss this completely the last time, too? Apparently. There's so much. I need a bigger inventory so badly. This is so wild how many things there are here that are like... Someone was definitely here first. They talk about it being an unregistered planet, but there was definitely stuff happening, and important stuff, probably. Okay. Well, that's all really interesting and important, but I need to leave this area before my actual area that I have starts to flood, which I think is in this direction. It's hard to tell at night. I'm gonna just run. Is it? Yeah, that's that other ship, so this is the right direction. This is higher ground. And there's a lot of area here. I think this would be a good place for my base. It's flat, it's in between stuff that I know I need. And I feel like there's a lot of space for expansion now that I know how bases actually work. Okay, do I have what I need for this? No, titanium and iron. And this is also not way too far for me to go to carry everything else that I need. Hopefully. Okay. This should be good here. It's also not levitating, which we love to see that. Okay. More compartments to start. I need space here. I wonder if you ever do meet the people who used to be here. It seems like their stuff is pretty damaged. I'm pretty sure that one that crash landed really hard, they're probably not around anymore. But the ones like whoever made those solar panels over there, I wonder if they're still somewhere in here. Okay. Well, this has definitely been an eventful day. I know I have low hydration. It's fine. This has been so much exploration and so much adventuring and everything, and I think hopefully I have enough time. I'm not seeing any flooding happening down there. This is still really cracked, and I think down there it wasn't as cracked, so maybe that's a sign that groundwater is starting to seep up or something. And I also don't know... See, look, this is not as cracked as it used to be. So that might be concerning. I also don't know if I deconstruct a thing with a plant inside, whether I get the plant back or not, but luckily I have a lot of plants. But this is going to be a very, very interesting adventure. I also wonder if that's why, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but there's kind of been a decrease in how many resources have been down here at the bottom. I've been having to go farther away for them. And I wonder... Recycling machine? What the heck is that? That seems super cool. I want to try an ore extractor too. But I wonder if that's kind of the game's subtle way of being like, maybe you shouldn't be here. See, this area is so barren, even after meteors happened in other areas. So, that's definitely something that I need to worry about. I'm gonna actually try this and see, if I have, let's see, okay. Let me organize these. I have 2 of those, 3 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. If I... Not this hole. Can I just... Items inventory is full. Ah, I can take it out and deconstruct. Okay, that's good. Can I do the same thing over here? Yeah, okay. That's good, because I was worried I would have to lose everything to move everything, but it looks like I don't have to, so that's really nice. I'm gonna dehydrate to death. I need ice. And this also will mean that now that I understand how building bases works... What do you mean? I just got ice. In my thing. I'm dying of dehydration. It's fine. I'm in my base anyway. But this means then that I will have plenty... What the heck? That's what I dropped? That's kind of interesting that it just gives it back. Launch platform. Whoa. Okay. I'm getting really close to clouds, so I should actually keep playing until I see this, because it's kind of been cloudy this whole time, but that was the new goal. These goals are going faster than I thought they would. It's definitely looking cloudy, but that also makes me feel like I really need to hurry and move all of this stuff, because this seems like this is going to be a dangerous place to be, now that it's been pointed out. And I want to look up if all of these equipment things also are at risk here, because I could just risk it by not actually looking anything up and just wait and see, but I've spent so many resources and so much time getting them, I feel like I'll probably move them too, especially if things can be deconstructed and give back exactly what they took to make, which I love that this game does that. So I think I probably will move it all. It's just gonna take a really long time. We're getting so close. Okay, clouds. There are already clouds, but I'm gonna look at all of them. I don't know why those other people failed so much. I'm doing wonderfully here. I have so much terraforming going on in just like a couple of hours of real game playtime. I have gotten clouds, and that's pretty impressive. And then I can get rain. Okay, so I feel like I have until the next stage to move all this stuff. So that's definitely going to be my goal for the next episode. But for now, I'm going to leave this here. This has been so much fun again. I feel like I'm on a timer now. I have a lot of stuff that I need to move, and I'm going to try and rush and get it all done so that everything can be safe in the next one. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!